Is it possible to beat Chapter 1 of Red Dead Redemption 2 without any guns? Well, in order to complete that, we are going to have to complete the 6 missions within Chapter 1 without firing a single bullet. Before we talk about the mission, though, let's talk about the rules. Rule 1. No firearms must be fired. If a gun is forced to be shot, then the mission is deemed impossible. Although, if you're forced to have a gun in your hand but you don't have to fire it, that's okay. Rule 2. Bows, knives, tomahawks, and any throwables are all fair game range options. Pretty self-explanatory, they're not guns. So without further ado, let's look at the first mission. Mission 1 has Arthur riding in with Dutch and Micah to find food for the starving gang, where instead, what we find is a house raided by O'Driscolls and a badass woman named Sadie Adler. Other than a skill issue on my part. Stab him! Stab him! Stab him! Stab him! There we go. This mission was extremely easy since I had Dutch and Micah to cover me while I went in to stab the guards to death. And after the one fight with the 5 O'Driscolls, there really isn't much in terms of challenge to this mission, deeming it 100% possible. For Mission 2, we are tasked with finding John with Javier and bringing him back to camp. This mission brings the first real hurdle of the run. If you couldn't tell, those were wolves, and I need to fend them off using only my hunting knife, which did cause Javier to get killed my first attempt.
I guess while I'm waiting, I'll start setting up everything.
Fucking shit.
What the hell is this?
Okay, yeah, this is... Alright, well... Luckily, what I realized for attempt 2 is that you can use R to attract the wolves to your position, making them leave Javier be and allow you to take them out. But that's not it. After Javier mounts his horse with John, more wolves come to attack. And with us mounted on our horses, what are we meant to do? Easy. Ram them. Of course, ramming with a horse did have some inconsistencies. Run them over is doing the trick.
Dude, I'm so close to downloading the...
What the fuck? Where's my horse going? Where the fuck is my horse going?
So long for attention, dude. I don't even know what he's downloading, I'll be real.
It's still loading on my end. It's 104.
But eventually, after running over and killing all the wolves, we are able to make it back to camp, making this mission possible. This is the first point in the game where we get to choose our mission, and I chose the one where we get the bow, since it makes the next mission much, much easier. In this mission, Charles and Arthur are tasked with hunting food for the gang. For this challenge, you play the mission as normal, since the bow is all you can use to hunt the deer, making it extremely easy and 100% possible. For Mission 4, we are tasked with attacking an O'Driscoll camp to try and find Colm and get revenge. This mission hosts the first major shootout of the game and introduces Deadeye to Arthur. Since we have the bow and arrow as a ranged option to pick off targets, and since there are so many gang members, after a few attempts, the shootout is complete. A little tip for the shootout, just take your time and pick off the targets that are causing the gang problems, like the man on the water tower, and it should be a breeze. The rest of the mission is played out the same, with us getting the dynamite and capturing Kieran, making the mission possible. Oh god, remember when I said the wolves were the first major obstacle? Yeah, it's nothing compared to this mission. This mission was the bane of my existence, and it took me nearly 2 hours to beat. For 2 reasons. Number 1, for some fucked up reason, the game locks you only with your rifle and your cattleman revolver. You cannot grab your bow and arrow. Believe me, I tried. You cannot grab it. So I'm down a ranged option. Number 2, well, just look at this clip. What the fuck, Lenny? What the Half the time he dies, he's just casually walking. The AI for Lenny is awful. He will randomly walk and get himself killed. He will always find a way to die. I love Lenny as a character, but Jesus Christ, he's a moron in this mission. In like the later part of the mission where you have the shootout when the train is stopped, he will follow you around when I'm running around drinking alcohol, stabbing people to death. Yeah, you basically have to get lucky. And yeah, it took me 2 hours to finally get lucky for Lenny to finally shoot some people, kill them, and for the gang to come in and clean up. Oh my god, Dutch is here. Okay. Oh my god! Yes! 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 Lenny didn't die! Oh my god, and I finally get my bow and arrow back. Oh my. So yeah, basically get lucky and hope Lenny isn't a moron, also chug a few things of health tonics, and that's how you beat the shootouts. The rest of the mission is pretty easy. Get the bonds, choose whether to spare or kill the guards, and ride the train into the sunset. This was by far the hardest mission of the chapter, but boy am I proud to say, it's possible. There's not much I can say about this mission. You just ride in with Hosea into Horseshoe Overlook. All you gotta do is repair your wagon once and you're good. It's an easy mission. There's nothing to it. You don't even have to fight anybody. So it's entirely possible. Well, that's all the missions of Chapter 1, and I'm proud to say all 6 missions are indeed possible. Meaning, is it possible to beat Chapter 1 of Red Dead Redemption 2 without guns? Yes, indeed it is. Thank you everyone who made it to the end of the video. If you want to see more videos like this, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. Also, all of this was streamed live on twitch.tv/lavishpoem5170. So if you want to see my live reaction to this playthrough, check me out there. Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye!